Hello good people, and welcome to Hlabangane Talks at Hlabangane channel, where we explore real life situations and provide solutions to issues and challenges that we face every day. Issues don't have to be problems. We tackle things that we like, things that worry us, our daily challenges, and all opportunities available out there. I don't want to start like a motivational speaker. I believe those people, the way they present life, it's a bit too much and sometimes unrealistic. A person will be telling you about the sky being the limit as if I'm a Sundowns fan. I like to be realistic about everything. That is why I'd like to share a life journey with people who are realistic. I like someone who says, I'm a hustler, but no door is opening. Or, I'm hustling, and I'm getting there. A person who says, everything ihamba kakuhle, but I'm not satisfied with life. A person who says, I'm worried about the state of affairs in our country. Or, I'm worried about the future of our children. If you are that person, welcome to Hlabangane Talks channel. Please like, share, and subscribe for more inspirational and motivational content, as we will be unpacking challenges that we face every day and explore opportunities available in a realistic manner. A quick peek at our menu. It looks like a national dialogue, but believe me, it's not. I don't want to start a fight with politicians and scholars. I'm just worried because we like sugarcoating izinto, because we don't want to hurt so and so. Most of the challenges that we face today were manufactured and engineered ages ago, and some are still under maintenance to make them very complex. For example, one of the challenges that we've got now is the high rate of unemployment, especially amongst our youth. Most of these young unemployed people have qualifications showing that they can be employable. Well, that's what most qualifications mean, being employable. But how many, once they are employed, will hit the road running without that employee onboarding? If we join our education system, because that's the main point of departure, I don't see much focus on skills development. In many areas, it's all theory, and more theory. Then you go on and blame the private sector for not doing enough to employ people. How are you going to employ people who don't have skills? Why is it that unemployment anyway? Maybe it's because it is one of the burning issues in the country. And one of the role players there is our education system. We always talk of unemployed people because that's what the system produces. People who can hardly stand on their own, who needs to be employed. Once we finish our studies, we spend our entire life working for another person. That needs to change. If everyone at school now wants a qualification so that they can go and find a job, I would say the system produces or promotes glorified slavery. And slavery system is never sustainable. But let me leave this topic for another day, because this is a very broad topic. You end up fighting with politicians and academic scholars, some who are the slaves of the captured system. But again, the truth is, our system of education is not serving the needs of this country. Why? The education system is shaped by the political system to help drive the economy of the country. If the political system fails to align the education system with the needs of the country or with the needs of the economy, you end up in a situation where there is skills shortage, where people cannot start their own projects because they don't have skills. Even if there is funding that is available, those projects will collapse because of lack of skills. Or you find yourself in a situation where the economy needs these skills, but the system of education doesn't have enough people to fill in those positions. Then you see people in the streets who got qualifications but who cannot be employed. So let's leave this topic for another day. We've got many challenges in the country. Let's leave this topic. Another challenge is our lifestyle, especially thina bodaki. Guys, akwenziwa kanje. Sometimes we drink too much. We talk of peer pressure, especially when we refer to teenagers. What about the adult peer pressure, or what you call it, adult peer influence? I can take hours and hours listing things that we do as adults only to please other people. For example, if you go to a white people's tavern or pub with 2,000 rand, chances are you may come back with 1,000 rand or more. Gotta go and drink with us. I'm telling you, that 2,000 rand won't be enough. Why? We want to show others that we've got money. I can't be drinking cheap alcohol ndinemali. I-Black Label nestout zezabantu abangenamali. If it was up to us, we would be having pubs and restaurants and clubs like Konka all over the country for a certain class of people. We compare ourselves with celebrities, with stars, people who wear sponsored clothes, cars, all that stuff. Hello, Klesha. I don't even have a 1 or 2 rooms that I can call it my own. Tomorrow, you want to buy a set of wheels. You go and get a deal with a huge balloon or residual. Once a finance deal comes with a balloon, it simply means you cannot afford. So you need to to lower your installment. So you end up taking a balloon deal that will lower your installment so that you get those wheels, but that's going to hit you very hard at the end of the day. Why must you take something that you don't afford? Because we want to be seen, or we want to show other people that we've got money. I'm not saying let's be stingy or let's embrace poverty. No. My worry is, most of the time, our poverty is mentally and psychologically manufactured poverty. Even if you've got money, you are still poor. We like soft life too much, and sometimes at the expense of our future. Hence, most of us can't afford to take an early retirement if sisitohwe, because you know, once you do that, uzolapa. So you are forced to work for someone your whole life. And we think that's normal. It is not normal. That is the kind of slavery enditetangayo. Masiphume kule topic. It's not for today. But we have to look into it so that sikwazi ukuncedisana, because it's Ubuntu. And talking of Ubuntu, what happened to Ubuntu as Africans? These days, I can go to your house, spend 2 hours or more, and leave without being offered nothing to drink or eat or to eat. Why? Who taught us that as Africans? Because it's not in our culture. It's not who we are. AmaXhosa athi, isisu somhambi asingakanani. Meaning, offering drink or food to a visitor won't deplete your food reserves. But someone woke up, decided to impose their culture and their beliefs onto us, and not we embraced it and ended up losing our way of life. Ubuntu bitu. Today we are not going to dwell on that. That's a topic for another day. Good people, I can't list everything here. There are many challenges, problems, good practices, values, beliefs, our way of life, a lot of things that we can do in order to have a better life, better families, and better communities. Zininzi. I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring engagements. Stay tuned as we ask more in order to learn more and to get more solutions. Thanks for watching. This is Hlabangane Talks at Hlabangane Solutions, signing out.